The girl who's dancing on the show, what's it called? Super Crooks?
Oh, yeah.
I could just see her walking in right there to just this part. I can see the bad person walking in. Just strutting their shit like.
Now I want to watch the intro to Super Crooks. They got them jamming in there.
And just that one part, I could just see somebody strutting.
Whoever animated that scene, yo, they're good as shit now.
I could just see that. Like, we gotta make some shit. Because we got beats and ideas. We could just do everything. Who produced it? Who wrote it? Who did the art? We did. We gotta make a zombie comic. I still gotta rewrite the thing for Benny. Because I wrote it, but I felt like I didn't get the reactions I wanted, so. Oh, with the song one? I'm dead. Say it don't fit. I can so see that shit. Niggas is fucking it up. Bum, 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 bum. Yo, say I'm not gonna remix that and use it as the cover art.
All you gotta do is take this clip. Like,
that little clip.
When we do it now, I can fucking screenshot this shit right now.
I will put it on there with that. Like, don't play with me. Niggas got too much times on our hand. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, hold on, let me get a video of this. No, I did the wrong thing. I want to. Alright, screen record this and I'll send it to you. And you just fucking upload that shit.
I might do that for the end and have one instrument fall off like one by one until there's just a few instruments left. Karma in the time. Yeah, I probably won't even do nothing else to that one. I'll just leave it just for something like that.
Alright, I'm gonna airdrop this video.
I'll just keep my Bluetooth on. I'll turn it on.
You gotta be open.
My volume's on, my Bluetooth's on.
I don't see you though. Nope, it's just let me go to the iPad. It's only a minute and something long, so I should be able to text it to you. Wouldn't something airdrop. But any other time, like your hotspot pops up
immediately. Alright, so I sent myself that one. We listen to Buzz Lightyear. I gotta change that. I like this one, but I started fucking with it too much, and I hate when I do that. You ever do that? You fuck with it too much? Did you fuck it up?
Nope. And that's why I tell you, stop playing with it so long. Get that shit until you can.
I
when you
mean,
can bob your head
this
to
is
it.
this is the only one that I've done that with, and I don't regret it because I still got the many elements. I can make it.
And then just delete some of it back down and break it and make it simple.
Oh, maybe I did fix it. I like this part of it.
Shit, once I start bobbing, if I can bob my head to that shit, I'm done. I'm going to the next one.
Look, because I added this part in. Before, it was just this. But I added this little beat in. It is a lot going on though. I think I could take this topper off on this part.
And some of those extra elements, just save it for the breakdown section.
Yeah.
Throw a little shit in there and then take it right back out.
But I don't care. I still like this shit. I worked like so hard on this because look at how much is on here. Like I worked hard putting this shit together. That's why I don't want to give it up.
It sounds good. Like it was just overly complicated to start with. But you got a lot of good breaks in there, and that what makes it more original. Like chopping it up like that. Like nobody can find them same samples and make it sound like that. Exactly you got
the same. Nice and even most of the time, I'll just try to follow it. Like this 8 bars is like this. Okay, now we're gonna switch it up. Do an 8 bars like this, or do 16 like this.
But now that's what I want to show you too. Instead of like extending that one and making it.
I know you could do the sections, and I didn't know that before.
Sections like that, yo.
And that would, yeah, it definitely would have made my life
and like
easier.
You said, you can focus on 8 and 8 and how that. Because now I go with 3, and so the first and last are the same, and then I focus on that middle 8 bars for the breakdowns.
Yeah.
And then all you gotta do is duplicate.
And that's how it is for me. Like, it depends on how I do it because sometimes I do really long intros. So, like this one,
4 or 8 bar intro.
I was about to say I'll have 8 bars of like the whatever the main melody is, but kind of broken down, or like the intro style, like kind of low and like bridging it in, and then come in and do my main 8 or 16, and then come back in and change it a little bit, do some breakdowns, and then come back and just basically repeat the shit. So I try to keep it the same, but like on this one, I just put the breakdowns wherever the fuck I wanted. It was just one of those type of songs. Like it don't have to be the same. Just you better don't expect that your verse 1 is gonna fit on your verse 2, because you gotta write the 2 separate things.
It's an evolving beat.
Right, like Travis, Tyler. That's his name, Tyler the Creator. Well, I'm calling him your name. Like Travis Prince. You heard me about to say that?
That famous ass dude.
That's how you know I love you, babe. I was just about to call somebody else your name. Like Travis. What the fuck are you talking about? His name is not Travis. Everybody named Travis to you now? Every man's name in my life is Travis, okay?
I call them all Travis.
I call them all Travis.
But my name is Eric. Your name is Travis.
Travis. That's who I live with. That's the male species. Y'all name is Travis.
My name is Derek. It doesn't sound anything like Travis.
I heard Travis. Doesn't Derek start with a T?
T? T-R?
It's all the same. Same shit. But yes, Tyler the Creator, I saw that thing for like weird music history, and it said from the beginning, all of his songs have been 2 songs in one. Mm-hmm. I haven't realized that all of them have been like that.
With the progressive.
Yeah, like the And so when I saw that, I was like, yo, I'm not the only person who does that. Like, okay, cool.
I still like Tyler's early stuff.
Me too.
He's way mature and a lot different from that horrorcore shit he used to put out. But
I like all his stuff. I saw Tyler in concert when he was still like right after Eat That Cockroach, and I loved him. I adored him.
Like his younger shit was crazy, but his new shit be crazy too, man.
His show was good too. You ever watch Witter Squad?
I watched a couple episodes.
It was funny.
That shit was funny.
It was. I mean, it was corny, but it was.
But his
funny.
homies made that shit funny too.
Yeah, I love Lionel, the big guy.
Yeah.
Lionel.
They was at the record label. He's like, this song sounds kind of rapey. He's like, what? Can we make it less rapey?
Less rapey, right? And only Tyler could get away with that, because if somebody joked about that now, they'd be like, don't joke about rape.
Can't do that shit.
This good so far, but I know this little ugly breakdown coming in here somewhere, because I heard it. Not that one. Let's get that.
I don't know how to get this carpet. I don't know if I want to do a texture or not. Alright, I might try to do a texture pattern here, so I'm gonna need some browns and some Naples.
Oh, come on, motherfucker. Alright, let's hear it from here. Cause I gotta go to work, gotta go to work, but I don't wanna work, but I gotta go to work, cause I got bills, coming up the hills, cause I got bills, coming up the hills, I don't wanna work, I don't wanna work, I don't wanna work, but I need some money, I know they felt that one, because I met that shit. That wasn't even a corny freestyle. That was real life shit.
It came from my soul.
It came from my soul, because I don't want to go to work. No word. Alright, I think I did fix that, though. That little ugly breakdown. Just had too much going on in there once again. But this, even though I don't think this is one of my, necessarily like my top 2 best, but is one of my personal favorites, because out of them all, this one is one of the most space funk beats there is. Like all the bells and synths and stuff, this is so space funky.
She's starting to get the hang of
it. I just love the fact that I'm learning new stuff. Like, I didn't even know what some of these instruments were before, because they're not American instruments or European instruments. More mallets and drums though.
I got a little bit more coffee in there.
A little bit. You know what my dumb ass was about to say? No, I was just about to say, damn, I gotta go downstairs. I was gonna do it, but my dumb ass.
Barely use that microwave, but when you need it.
It's a wonderful microwave. It needs to be clean. No, I wanted this one downstairs because this actually heats up food quicker than that one does. Yeah, that's why I wanted this one down there. But
you can swap them out.
That's on you. I mean, I can carry this one, but carrying that other one, I don't know about that. That's all on you. might need a little more. I probably got to bring it to life a little bit because it's pretty slow and loopy, but at least I fixed that. Customers ain't gonna be able to get on my nerves today because I already been in the studio being a DJ, so y'all can't tell me nothing. I got a concert when I get out of here. Y'all gonna want to complain. I'll be in my concert when y'all leave.
I'm only here for a couple hours. Say whatever you want to say.
Say what you want to say.
I'm gonna sit here and listen.
Say what you want to say.
Well, these motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Here's $20. Ain't nobody in today. Sorry.
Yeah, damn.
I'm surprised you even answered. Yeah, nobody's here, but go ahead and
Yeah,
complain.
you can complain to me. I'll listen to
I'll write the email for you. Come on, baby, give it to me. What they do? Oh, they did that. All right, let me give you an extra. I'm gonna give you $25. Come on, get this next service. Come on, calm down. Antonio will be there next week.
You gonna renew your contract for next year, right? Thank you so much.
I'll give you 5% off if you do. They get 5% off anyway.
Gotcha.
Got it.
It sound good, don't it?
It sounds great.
Damn, 5%.
I know, and I started telling people that too. Like when they buy with me, I'm like, yeah, your first initial visit is this, but if you pay for the whole year, you get 5% off, and it ends up being this. How you want it, mama?
I might actually need a little bit more paint than that.
Normally the men be like, just pay that shit for the year.
Yeah, go ahead and do that shit.
Just do it. Mm-hmm.
Cause I like to cook out, and these mosquitoes don't be playing no fucking.
Yo, that's what I said. I said I hope that I get some mosquito sales today because I was so pissed. The last 2 mosquito people that I got, well 3. The last one, her ass ain't have her money ready. 2 of them actually. The one before that, I did sell a mosquito for 5 something, so that was good. And then the one before that, it wasn't available in his area because he was in Connecticut and they have some laws where they can't have it. And then, like I said, in New York, it has to be like this natural garlicky product. So, yeah.
Some cities and states know, like, man, y'all ain't spraying that part yet.
That shit. Because I had a lady who called in to cancel because she said it's been killing her bees off. And I'm like,
And that shit get in their fucking ponds and rivers.
And I couldn't argue with that lady about that. I'll leave that to retention.
Yeah, y'all kill the mosquitoes, but I don't see no moths around here no more. I don't see no bees. Butterflies.
And even though I have information on the products, I really just prefer to not. I'm not that. I'm the professional that handles the research, the billing, the administrative part of it. Like, because the techs suck at doing that. Like, I can do whatever you need. You need me to put it in there that you can only get appointments on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's not even something we normally do for people, but I know how to do all those little one-off things, so it's just in there, and you don't have to deal with those fucking irky-ass customers calling every time. I can only have... When I get those people, what days are good for you? I will put it in the system, and we will never book you on any day but this day. Like, that's what I do. But, you know, them techs, I don't know. But when it comes to them products, I'm just like, let me get you to your tech or your inspector. I'm not going to answer questions on the products about what he's going to do because I'm not your technician.
Yeah, I don't know what the label warnings on that shit say.
Yeah, is this safe for kids? I'm like, it's safe for you, but let it dry. Don't let your kids lick the wall. Let it dry. And then, yeah, it's fucking safe for kids.
Don't let them eat the mud pies that they fucking make.
I mean, people are just stupid. Like, why would we even bring something that's not safe for kids? Like, I mean, come on now. Or for you. Now, certain people, they do get out. Like, if people have, like, more severe things and serious things. Severious. I was about to say severious. I just made a new word.
That sounds good.
Severious.
You can rhyme that shit or something. Delirious.
Severious. Delirious.
Quandisius. Got him.
Yeah, that does not rhyme. Severious and Quandisius.
And if you say it real country slang.
Severious and Quandisius. Severious and Quandisius. Cause I'm serious. And I'm
furious.
And my names will make you delirious. Yo. Not the little record spin and scratch. DJ scratch and sniff. Oh god. You're scratching, I'm sniffing. Somebody named Travis texted me. Wow.
You know, somebody cloned my account the other day.
Really?
Yeah, and it was Travis Prince in here commenting on my shit. I'm like, my
That's
nigga,
hilarious.
I'm not even making comments. He was like, whoa, this is boring. So you just clone my fucking name just to come here and tell me I'm boring?
Yeah. Yeah, I be trying to block people, but the last couple of days, like when I haven't really been coming up here with you, I've been like starting cooking right when I get off. So moderators gotta be game tight. You gotta let them know, like, look, you can block me, it's not me.
Yeah, definitely.
Block me, it's not me. But yeah, I definitely hope I get a couple sales today, cause that would start May off right. Either way, I'm gonna work half a day and I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna work for at least 4 hours. But shit, I always get like an extra hour or two of overtime every week just getting stuck on the phones after work.
What is that, a wood block?
It's called where'd it go? I could turn it into a chipmunk or a telephone. Just the sound. I didn't know I could do that. That's interesting.
How did you do that?
Just click on it. I don't know, like it like slid it. Well, you could do it this way, but that's not how I did it. Damn, I just did it and it just slid it. I don't know what the fuck I just did now. But I just had it. I just like hit it and it just slid and took me there.
Well, go to, well, what are the options right down the side? When you hit it, what menu comes up? You have to hit the at the top corner. See, now if you tap on the gray side, you get one menu. If you tap on the blue bars itself, you get a different menu. Settings.
No, it was over here. When I figure it out.
I know what you're talking about, though. Like,
Oh! Okay. Double tap it in the corner and then
What the megaphone sound like? Nice.
okay.
Something new.
That's pretty cool. Boom, bum, 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 bum.
So where'd you get that sound from, though?
Oh shit, I just deleted it. Let me put it back. It's a percussion.
So can you do other instruments like that or no?
It's the African Udu drum. I'm taking the drum off, but yeah, it's an African Udu drum, just so you know.
So can you do that to other instruments or just the drums or just that?
Yeah, let's try doing it to the guitar. I just want to hear just these two so we can actually hear it.
Wow.
That sounds good. Like a little breakdown.
Wow, I can really manipulate this sound. Okay, nice. With all the instruments. Wow, I never double that shit
And then they got these ones too.
Like you change it like that. Like I say, so even with the loops, you can still make it sound different.
And I think that's what we should do. I think we should get really good loops and then go back in and just tweak them a little bit and bring them to life. Like every beat that we love, that we're just like, ooh, it's just missing a little something. That I think that's all it
Go
is.
back to all my shit now. Just start doing that shit like
Yeah.
that, so much like that.
I'm glad I found it. I mean, you knew about this and I knew about this, but I didn't know you could do it to that individually.
No, really, yeah.
That one sounds good. The punchy presence. Just on the hook, like, and it had the other one, the telephone one, for a little breakdown. Heavy distortion. I know all the ones I like for my voice. I don't know about for these. This one is something else. Amped. Bit crusher. Crunchy. Make 10 beats out of the same loop.
I swear, yeah. That shit sound all the way different.
All of them. Stereo tremolo, I like this one. Vintage tube is fun. Distortion, I didn't know we had all of these. Did you know that we had this? Alien communication, I didn't know that. I've never seen that section before.
That's on the guitar, though. I don't use a lot of guitar riffs.
I mean, but when I went to go do it on my voice, I didn't see all that there. So it's different stuff for different stuff. Different stuff for different instruments. Oh, this is a part of one of the newer packs I downloaded. Amp to amp. It makes it sound more live. Yeah, bitch, I'm up.
I set my alarm.
I set my alarm. Wow. Why do I love that?
It sounds good.
Yo, that shit goes stupid. This is all we need for the breakdowns. We don't need no extra. I don't gotta work extra hard. I could just tweak literally the same instrument and make it sound so much more uniform instead of trying to find 1,000 things and mush them all together. Which is still fun sometimes, but I can make easier beats though. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Synthetic designer voice.
That's what that is.
It's under tuned voices. Change the pitch. It's definitely spacey.
work on this carpet section right here. Black square. It's gonna be like some carpet.
Some carpet. How you say carpet in Spanish?
Carpet.
Really, babe? That sounds French anyway.
Are you a
Taxi is taxi.
Huh?
What?
What?
I heard that. Are you a carpet muncher?
She got her liquor license.
Yeah. T is tay, and taxi is taxi. And mayonnaise is like mayonesa. So, like, it's very similar.
I remember when somebody said strip means to get naked in French. I'm like, strip means to get naked in English too.
Stupid. A lot of our words are mixed together anyway.
The English language is just a conglomerate. It's one of the last languages.
I
think English is probably the last language to come into existence, and it's the most dominating.
I was gonna say
because it uses aspects of all the languages. We have French. We have a lot of Spanish words in our English lexicon, and I don't know. It's just weird how we speak English.
English, right? Yeah. No, it is.
Oh damn.
And that English is a combination. I'll make you some more coffee.
It's all good.
Yeah, Spanish word of the day. La alfombra.
La alfombra.
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 Al, like the name. Foam, almost. Foam. And bra.
Alfombra.
Alfombra. La alfombra. Alfombra. Carpet.
Carpet.
La moqueta. Or moquette. I'm guessing that's rug.
Moquette.
La moqueta. And el tapiz is a tapestry. Or a fig. La alfombra. That's the number one answer. So now I know how to say that. If I ever need to say something about a fucking carpet. Me gusta la alfombra.
I like your carpet.
They're gonna be like, bitch, say it right first of all. I could never roll my R's. That's what gives it away. They'd be like, oh, your name is Marisa. I'd be like, yeah, it's Marisa. They'd be like, oh.
Marisa?
Right. And I'd be like,
I can't do it.
Marisa. I could never roll my R's. Like, alfombra. They'd be like, what are you saying? The phone bar. What? Spanish is a pretty language, though. And honestly, out of everything I've tried to learn, I take the Spanish more out of everything. I'd rather learn to speak Spanish than... I wouldn't mind learning to speak, like, some random shit like Mandarin or something like that, but... Or German, or I don't know. But there's too many damn African languages. I'd spend the rest of my life trying to learn all the damn African languages.
You know, everybody said all you need to know is fucking Swahili.
Swahili. Yeah.
It's one of the most dominant languages.
And it's one of the hardest to learn, they said.
They say Mandarin, one of the hardest Asian languages.
I've never tried to learn Mandarin. I started with Spanish because I think it's closest to English.
Mm-hmm.
And it is. Lechuga, lettuce. Azúcar, sugar. Like, the shit sounds similar. Baño, bathroom.
La leche.
La leche, milk. I mean, some of it. Refresco, that's a soda. Agua is water.
Gaseosa.
Really, babe. That is not a word.
It is. Gaseosa is like
Gaseoso?
It's like soda too.
I thought it was refresco. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's similar. A lot of the stuff. And then you got like pollo and chicken. That don't sound.
Pollo y, I forgot what chicken and rice is.
Coneros. Coneros. A beefsteak. That's steak. Encebollado. That's onion. I could work in a Spanish restaurant, y'all. Couldn't do nothing else, because if it was the end of the world, all I know how to say is ayúdame.
La biblioteca.
Oh, look at you. The library. And Iglesia. Yes, escuela is school. Iglesia is church. Yeah. Bailar, that means to dance.
Bailamos.
Nigga.
The rhythm take you over. Bailamos. Que quiero, mamacita.
I love you, mamacita. Who sings that?
That was Ricky Martin. Y'all don't remember Ricky Martin? To dance.
But te quiero, that's what you say to like everybody. Te amo is what you say to the person that you love. So that's weird. He was singing to his friend.
Some chick at the door.
That was his friend. Mamacita, be my girlfriend. Novio and novia, that's boyfriend and girlfriend.
Huevo.
Huh?
Huevo.
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 What is that?
Young.
Nuevo?
Huevo. It's with a J.
You sure? I thought it was Nuevo with an F.
That's new. Nuevo is new and Huevo
is young.
young.
La Playa is the beach.
Old is La Playa. I forgot what old is.
Besides El Senor.
Alto?
Alto is tall.
Oh.
Baja is short.
Rio de Janeiro. The river of Janeiro.
Yeah, we definitely took
Los
basic.
Angeles. Basic. I know like kindergarten Spanish.
Football de Americano, that's our football. And then football is soccer. They say basketball instead of basketball. Volleyball, I think it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Ver la televisión.
Ir, vámonos, van.
Yeah.
Ir, eres, vamos, van.
Pretty much. Nino, Nia. Prima, primos. Tia, tios.
Negro, negros.
Morenos. And Yankees is what the fuck they call us.
Gringos.
Gringos, right. Why we both start dancing at the same time? Gringos and starts dancing. It's no lie, cause we are black, yes we are. Cause we are black, yes we are. There's no lie, but what is black really though? Ooh, if I did that, they'd be like,
Germany, Russia, black.
no, we need to put that on the intro for a song. Let's make a beat together and let's put that as the intro for the song.
What's the video? We gotta find a video.
It's on the history. It's in our history. We watched it. It's no lie, cause we are black.
Oh, cause I just like one of my homies from Seattle. He made a beat at the intro of his shit. He put some knowledge about money and like how money's created. And
that's what I'm saying. Let's do it. I got the idea. Look, we're not gonna let that shit go to waste. We can do that shit today. We can use one we already got and like tweak it or make a new one. I like this one, but I wasn't gonna be selfish. We can make a new beat. Put that on the intro. It's no lie, cause we are black, baby. You call us gringos, maybe. It's no lie. Oh yeah, I forgot this is a pretty long loop. You could do the hook. I just backed you up on it. I like that. We come from Venus and Mars.
As black as we are, melanin comes from the stars. We are from Venus and Mars. That's no lie. That's no
gotta fix that first little part where it comes in, but that's really just the intro part anyway before it drops. Alright, so we got that. We can build off of that. This is my favorite part of the beat. The dum, dum, dum. But I got a bunch of stuff needed, so I need to hear what else I had on here.
That'd be a hot little breakdown.
Yep.
Like that.
I had it just like this, but I got this on there too. And I thought those go well together, or I got these two hi-hats that went well together. Maybe not. They don't sound as popping as the other one. Unless I had it all. Alright, so that's a breakdown. This could probably be a breakdown. Let me see that. Damn, okay. Remind me I gotta go to work. Damn. Got me so mad.
I know you having fun and all, but job.
Job.
What the fuck is this? Job, nigga.
Right.
Where you at?
G-O-P.
Where you at? I'm in IRS line, nigga. Where you at?
You heard what I said though? G-O-B.
G-O-B.
Like the dude, ain't his name Joe, but it's spelled wrong.
Oh yeah. Gob.
It's spelled Gob, right.
Come on, Joe.
Like, nigga, your name is Job, pronounced Job, and it's spelled Gob. My phone says you got 20 minutes, and then you go to work. You got 20 minutes, and then you gotta work. Then you gotta work, cause you got bills, and you wanna smoke and eat steak meals. That ain't no lie. That really ain't no lie. It's so lie.
Alright, you get a little texture on there, little texture. It might look like carpet on this side. Like that.
Like La Alfombra. Alfombra.
That don't look like no La Frumbra, nigga. What the fuck is that?
La Moqueta. It's no
I
lie.
have to put some more paint on there.
Well, we learned a new word today. We made some ideas today. And you already got some art done today. And it ain't even 7 o'clock yet.
You know, right? That's called being productive.
Productive. Why you over there sleeping? She's like, please leave me alone. Where we going? Right now? Oh yeah. I mean, you really can come downstairs while I'm at my computer. I said you really can come downstairs while I'm at my computer.
Really?
Yeah. Why not? me make a beat real quick. I'm in the studio.
Ooh.
That video should be on your history.
So what was it?
You black, you black, you black. He said, when I say German, y'all say German. When I say Russia, y'all say Russian. They was going Italy, Italian, da-da-da-da, black. Motherfucker said, black. Black.
Black is
Nigga, what? How is it black and black? It ain't Italy and Italy, it's Italy and Italian.
Here one time.
And so, say Chinese, I want you to say the nation that's associated with this. For example, if I say Chinese, you're going to say China. All right, let's say it with authority. When I say Chinese, you say what? China. All right, that's just a test right there. So here we go. Chinese. China. Russian. Russia. Italian. German. Germany. Swedish. Sweden. Korean. Korea. Egyptian. Egypt. Nigerian. Nigeria. Black.
Black. No, wait a minute. That's not it. Black nothing, nigga.
How long was that?
That we can stop it at. Get like all that and then tell
How
them
long
Pastor
was that snippet?
Black nothing. So that right there all together is 53 seconds. That's too long.
I think we can do 30 seconds. I mean, I don't know. You think we'll get in trouble?
Not from these people.
Right. Okay. All right. That's cool then. I definitely like to get them past the...
Black nothing. Then we can cut it right there. That is long though. Yeah, that's almost a whole minute of that shit, yo.
Right. I would have to like definitely extend the intro a little bit. Or like I said, we could just make a new beat to fit that and kind of make it into the beat. Get them past it. Get them past it. Don't make me start because I will do that shit. I'm not going to do it. You have a bunch of breakdowns. That's OD.
Tell him, Pastor Black nothing.
Or even we could throw it in the middle of the song too, and just really fuck them up when they halfway through. Like niggas, hold on. blah 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 blah.
You're trying to shorten the video.
Blah 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 blah. Stop the cat.
So now I'm going to. I don't know if it's synced with the iPad.
If you save it to your files and then email it to the iPad,
No,
I can download
see if it's in the photos now.
in the photos.
Mm-hmm.
We use every day are the values fixed by the
That's the
government.
shit my homie did. So it might is Wi-Fi on there?
Mm-hmm.
It might sync soon. No. Alright, so let me just send it to it real quick.
This is so pretty. She's so pretty.
So I'm gonna show you the original.
Mm-hmm.
Here, grab that. It
You
should
got it?
be coming.
That's so weird.
There it goes.
Okay.
And so now this is called The Girl with the Pearl Earring.
And then how do I pull the audio from it?
You just save it
To
into
files?
files. See, that's the original right there.
And then go to GarageBand directly or save it to files first?
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah, she did that much better. Than her.
But a lot of people always try to recreate it. Like, it's such a famous image.
I mean, this is a nice image, but I like the way this chick did it.
Yeah, the girl, why they got Snoop like that.
I love it. That's the
I've
best thing I've
heard-
seen all day. I want that on a mug. So you said go straight to GarageBand?
Yeah, can you save it to GarageBand?
It's saying I can.
Okay.
I guess.
And now you can go in there and lay it down as a track. How would we do that, though? Or would it have to be a sample? Go to the sampler, I guess. External. What is that?
Play and record third-party instruments directly in.
I thought there was like a sample section in there.
Babe, help me do this.
Go ahead, do that. Are you trying to get the sound in there, or?
Yeah.
So yeah, if we add a door, drum, external. Okay, we don't have the sound library. No. There is definitely something on here that says no. Go back. Oh shit, like that. Where the fuck is that shit? What the fuck?
Okay, too hard right now. This isn't today's date.
Mm-mm. Is it in there?
These are the ones we do.
First of all, we gotta know exactly where that file got saved to.
And I've gone through that. I've gone through that. So.
Alright, so let's go back to the photo section and try to save it again somewhere, or
Maybe under recent. No.
no. Alright, so we want to move this. We want to move it to, we saved it to GarageBand. Let's save it into our files for, go to save it in downloads. Yeah, save it there. You save it in iMovie too.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we find this motherfucker? But you have to make a new movie to get it. So just go to new movie. And that's it right there. So create that at the bottom. Now just save that. Go to done. Up arrow. And now, but that's gonna go back to videos if we save it there. File manager, or damn, where can we put the? Now try to save it in the GarageBand. Well, go back to the beat and now see if we can pull it up while we're in there. See that right there's a sampler. But is there an option to pull anything? Mm-mm. What does that say again, the external thing? And why do we have to get an app for it?
To record.
So I guess we have to go straight through the mic with that shit, you know?
Yeah, because at this point, this shit got me stressed the fuck out.
It seems like that's the only way we're gonna do it. So go ahead, put the beat on, and I got it snipped. And just hit record, but damn, you wanna be, where's the mic on this thing at? Is it at the bottom, right? Or would it be at the top?
Yeah, and I got 2 microphones now. Oh, God.
So start a new one and hit record, and then you can like just edit
This
it.
is just gonna be a reference, though. We gotta redo it later because I'm not gonna go to work. I gotta make sure I got everything on.
No, you just want to record, turn all the music off, and just record this so that the beat doesn't come into the thing too.
I mean, off, I guess. I don't want anything on
Wrong fucking video. Start
there. I'll
over.
cut it.
And so when I say Chinese, I want you to scream out the nation that's associated with this. For example, if I say Chinese, you're going to say what? China. All right, let's say it with authority. When I say Chinese, you say what? China. All right, that's just a test right there. So here we go. Chinese. China. Russian. Russia. Italian. Italy. German. Germany. Swedish. Sweden. Korean. Korea. Egyptian. Egypt. Nigerian. Nigeria. Black. Tell him, Pastor. Tell him, Pastor. Black, nothing.
That dude said exactly. I'm gonna cut it.
I didn't even hear me. I just heard you.
Yeah, I didn't hear you either.
And so when I say Chinese, I want you to
Mike
scream
isn't
out
terrible,
the
man.
nation
We're not
that's
even
associated with
in
this.
the
For example, if I say Chinese, you're going to say what? China. All right, let's say it with authority. When I say Chinese, you say what? China. All right, that's just a test right there. So here we go. Chinese.
I don't think he's gonna pick up that.
Russian. Italian. German. Swedish.
That's enough.
Korean. Egyptian. Nigerian. Black. For example, if I say Chinese, you're going to say what? All right, let's say it with authority. When I say Chinese, you say what? All right, that's just a test right there. So here we go. Chinese. Russian. Italian. German. Swedish. Korean. Nigerian.
I like the telephone sound.
Me too. I think that and the extreme too.
Chinese, I want you to scream out the nation that's associated with this. For example, if I say Chinese, you're going to say what? China. All right, let's say it with authority. When I say Chinese, you say what? All right, that's just a test right there. So here we go. Chinese. Russian. Italian. German. Swedish. Korean. Egyptian. Nigerian.
The Queen one sounds nice too, though. Or the extreme too.
All right, let's say it with authority. When I say Chinese,
No,
you
play
say
the
what?
beat. Want to know?
All right, that's just a test right there. So here we go.
This one or the Queen one?
You do that one?
Russian. Italian. German.
We'll cut it first.
Korean. And so when I say Chinese, and so right? All right, that's just a test right there. So here we go. Chinese, Russian, Italian, German, Swedish, Korean, Egyptian, Nigerian, black.
Because it's cracking. You heard it?
Mm-hmm. I just played a beat on it now.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, fat fingers.
Turn it up.
I mean, we could have a long intro just like this with everything off of it.
Swedish, Korean, Egyptian, Nigerian, black.
And then have everything else come in starting after that. So then that comes in there. That comes in there. And then I gotta make
No,
the beat.
because you have a little bit while the last few words on there, while he's still saying it like that, like it overlaps a little bit. That's good.
Yeah, but that's the third part. This gotta be the first part.
Okay.
So then that part gotta
Yeah.
overlap. And then this one still gotta get moved out. I gotta loop it and then have that one coming in where that one ends. Cause I had them like boom, boom, boom.
Want to turn them on and play it?
I gotta go.
Italian, German, Swedish, Korean, Egyptian, Nigerian, black. German,
Babe, what if that's somebody's real phone number? What if that's somebody's real phone number? I'm gonna call it. That's crazy. Your phone number is heartbreak.
Chinese, I want you to scream out the nation that's associated with this. For example, if I say Chinese, you gotta say what? China. All right, let's say it with authority. When I say Chinese, you say what? All right, that's just a test right there. So here we go. Chinese. Russian. Italian. German. Swedish. Korean. Egyptian. Nigerian. Black.
I really like that. Sounds so good.
You gonna say what? All right, you say it with that. When I say Chinese, you say what? All right, that's the system of test right there. So here we go. Chinese, Russian, Italian, German, Swedish, Korean, Egyptian, Nigerian, black.
This is Mongolia, and we are Nada. The only company.
Guys, about 4 to 5 hours ago, a brand new development studio going by Euclidean something came out with a brand new story-focused game I've been led to believe so far, as you can see. Souls-like action RPG going by Nazralath, The Fallen World. What seems to be taking quite a bit of inspiration from Dark Souls 3 specifically. Here's hoping it'll somehow deliver eventually, hopefully. Just take a look. This game's set to be coming to PCs only sometime next year.
They ask, what draws me out here? To the middle of nowhere. But hunters know, you're in the middle of everything. A world of opportunity and adventure.
Coming up behind that, we've got a first-person exploration-based shooter, or, well, a hunting game, sort of going by the name Way of the Hunter. This one over here is the first work of a new developer made up by some of the folks who previously worked on games such as DayZ, and actually all the resemblance over here. The game itself actually is set to be released on PCs in the next generation of consoles only sometime later this year. Check it out.
But you can never underestimate nature's will to survive. Sometimes that's the way it goes. That's the challenge. Every hunter knows there's always another chance. Because no two hunts are ever the same. So prepare. Persist. Trust your raw instincts. And when it all comes together, the perfect spot, the perfect stalk, the perfect shot. There's nothing quite like it. That's the way of the wild.
Guys, a little less than a month ago, Bandai Namco came up with a reveal of a brand new One Piece game going by Odyssey. Actually, what happens to be a turn-based role-playing game set in the same iconic world as the series' manga. For those of you who didn't know, this project's actually been in the making for years, and it is currently planned to release this year, possibly around October, and coming to pretty much every single platform as well. Check it out.
It's always reassuring to know your child is safe and secure, and that there's an exceptional children's hospital close by should your child need care. It's good to know we're here for any unforeseen obstacles you may encounter too. Lehigh Valley Health Network. Comprehensive care for the whole family. Home to Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital in Allentown. Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital. Your health deserves a partner.
This comes our way from no more than 24 hours ago. We have what seems to be a crossover between the upcoming Stalker 2 and the Chernobyl Light, and also at the same time Atomic Heart. Over here going by the name Evil Next Door. A first-person survival game about some deadly virus or some sort of pandemic that turns people into psychopaths. I don't know. Interestingly enough, this game actually supports online play, which is something interesting to be seen. The only downside over here to this project is that at the moment we have no release date at all for the thing, so just keep it in mind for now.
All right, come on, let's move. Come here. It's not far. Be quiet. Almost there. Move fast. There's too many of them.
Coming up at number 5, we have Earth from Another Sun from last year. What was touted to be an open galaxy space exploration role-playing game? Actually a next-generation console exclusive and precisely said to be coming out in 2023. Apparently this game is now releasing later this year in its early access phase, and once it does, you will actually be able to play the game in online co-op as well. Check it out.
Commander, we're ready.
We will resist till the end. We will defend our nation. We will fight for the homes of our people. We will engage those who wish us harm. We will battle on solid ground and among the stars. We will confront them on the mountains of Io. We will repel them in the craters of Eris. We will never capitulate. And even if the bulk of this star system were conquered and...
Coming up behind that, we've got Drake's Odds Survive, which is basically an open world alien multiplayer survival game about an alien from another planet who must survive on the planet Earth. This game's timeline is set in the 80s, just like the old Destroy All Human games, where you could literally do whatever you want with anyone, or, well, to be specific, taking control of your enemies here. Check it out, this game is coming to PCs only and possibly to out later this year. Moving on, we have Marauders, a tactical first-person multiplayer looter shooter. This game actually came out way earlier this year. For those of you who knew, in Marauders, you actually play as a space pirate, where you can play solo or in squads of up to 3 other players in online, where you'll get to navigate this battleground, hunt for loot, craft weapons and gears, and, you know, basically survive. Check it out, this game's set to be coming to PCs in its full sometime next year. Up next we have Palworld, which is a mix of Minecraft and creature collecting games such as Pokemon. Actually a survival game at its core and an open world game, as you might have also suspected, a multiplayer one. Palworld over here is scheduled to be released this year on PCs via Steam, the announcement of which, for those of you new, came around just a little less than a month ago. Check it out. Moving on, it is Gangster New York, a well-known open-world action-adventure series of games that was first released for the Android and iOS devices like 10 years ago. This one over here is actually the 6th installment in the Gangster series, and in New York, well, just like the Grand Theft Auto, it has elements of driving games, shooters, and also features an open world. Check it out, the game's set to be coming out to PCs and mobile devices as well sometime soon. On the other hand, we have, by the same publishers as some of the greatest games in the making as of this moment, such as the Lord of the Rings Gollum, and now here with a new game called Hell Is Us. What looks to be a third-person action-adventure game built using Unreal Engine 5. This one over here is actually its debut trailer. This game's set to be coming to PCs and the next generation of consoles only sometime next year. Last Expedition, on the other hand, is what's described by its developers to be the world's first play-to-earn first-person shooter. This game is set to pit you against a hostile alien world where you'll need some intense focus and skills to deal with different situations. Just go and check this out. This game's set to be coming to PCs only sometime later this year. Then we have Exakiller, which is an action, retro-futuristic Wild West sort of adventure. I'm not really sure what the title really suggests. I do know this game is coming to PCs, and at the moment it doesn't have a release date. There's a Steam page where you can actually wishlist this game, in addition to the words that we'll actually hear more about Exakiller over here later this year. In any case, this game was announced just a few months ago, and this is what they came up with.
Get Johnny Orr, wanted alive, baked up. Last thing, somewhere in Jacob's Town area.
Now, this is, well, almost 6 years since Dragon Quest's latest game, Dragon Quest XI, but yes, we finally received confirmation that the next Dragon Quest game, Flames of Faith, is now on its way to the Nintendo Switch and other consoles as well, in addition to PCs, and it'll be the first game in the series to use Unreal Engine 5, just like the new Witcher game in the making. The gameplay of which we also suspect to be very different from before. With that said, a release date, however, or a window for this game is still yet to be announced. Crows is in fact one of the most talked about multiplayer IPs or projects, if I may, from this company called Royal Crow, which is kind of new. And for those of you new, it's a squad-based first-person shooter, which is actually sitting on Steam through its early access phase with just nothing but bad to mixed reviews, if I say. Considering that, though, the game is actually free, it does come with a couple of different modes and sit in an open world. It is not that terrible of a game. It definitely needs some work, but the finished product over here for this game is said to be coming our way soon, so just keep it in mind. On the other hand, we have Breakwaters. Now, Breakwaters over here is kind of sort of mix of Valheim and Sea of Thieves. Actually, there's quite a bit of people that think that way, not just me. See, this game is actually also sitting on Steam now in its early access phase for about $20. Honestly, it's actually got probably one of the most realistic water physics out of any other game, if we're being specific. Actually, quite a bit rough around the edges. The game is kind of horrible and still needs plenty of work, but just in case you were wondering, it is rumored to be coming out fully, in its full as a finished product in the next few months, so just keep that in mind. Coming up behind that, we have Delysium, what is described by its creators to be the world's first playable AAA blockchain open world game. One that comes in with a superior AI power, or so they say. Not much to say over here, except I'm not really sure about the whole thing quite yet, or if it'll eventually deliver, but nonetheless, Delysium is said to be coming to PCs only and due out in the next few months. Check it out.
Of a girl. I was her loudest scream, her most painful moment.
About 3 to 4 months ago, some of y'all might still remember, there was this Steam Game Fest that kicked off quite a bit of good news on the gaming scene. Now, around the same time, we finally came across a project that garnered a lot of hype when it was revealed, going by Blacktail, an action-adventure project based on the Slavic legend of the Baba Yaga, which is some sort of a witch in Slavic, I guess. Just here's what it is, for those of you new. This game is coming to all consoles and PCs and set to be coming out later this year.
Again, and again, and again, and again.
Okay, now, Project Kato, on the other hand, is maybe actually one of the good cyberpunk game projects that's been in the making for a while now. This is an open-world action role-playing game where the player takes the role of a cyborg sort of ninja called Kato. The thing about Project Kato is actually this game is a long time coming. You can still, however, go ahead and still support the developers of which through the fundraising campaigns and just hope, I would say, for a 2023 release. Maybe if all goes according to the plan as well. Check it out.
It's all about here and now. Right around the corner or under your nose.
Nobody, the turnaround was, okay, for those of you who somehow actually missed out on this one, I would say probably one of the biggest games of the Steam Next Fest from earlier February this year, and it even somehow managed to stay on the top of the hype list until this day. See, this game is basically a survival life simulation in which you're playing the role of a regular type dude, basically trying to escape the everyday boring sort of life death trap, if you know what I mean. Check it out, this game's on its way to PCs only and due out later this year.
In so many perspectives. We are the nobodies, and we are equal.
Last but not least, we have, once again, just a quick shout out to Corsair's Legacy, which is described by its developers to be a pirate life-focused open world role-playing game in which you'll basically get to experience some sea battles, this island's exploration, tons of adventures, and a randomly generated encounter system. Check it out, this game is coming to PCs on Steam very soon, apparently, possibly in the following month even.
Spring savings are in bloom at Raymore & Flanigan. Get up to 30% off select items and 10% off everything else. Or take advantage of financing options that fit your budget. Spring savings start now, only at Raymore & Flanigan.
Many people don't know this, but if you qualify for this new offer through Pink Energy, you could get paid over $2,500 to install American-made solar panels and a Generac home battery. Not only can you potentially save thousands of dollars on your electric bills, which could be like getting a free month of a mortgage payment, but you may also be able to sell the extra electricity you generate back to the electric company if they offer net metering. In other words, thanks to Pink Energy and the latest breakthroughs in solar technology, You're able to get this system for no cost at install if you qualify. Also, the Generac home battery will give your home protection for blackouts, so you won't be left in the dark. Here's the catch though. Not everyone is eligible, as there are a few requirements, such as you must be a homeowner and must live in a certain area. There are a couple more, and the easiest way to find out if you are eligible is through the Solar Savings Quiz. Just click the button below and take the short 30-second quiz to see if you qualify to get paid to go solar through Pink Energy. It's honestly a no-brainer if you qualify, so please don't miss out.
Hey guys, Luke back with another all-in-one guide video. This one's going to be all the locations for every single talisman in the game. This video is also in playlist form on my channel, so you can go to the playlist talisman locations, and that'll have every single talisman in a singular video, if you prefer it that way. If not, there are timestamps down below you can navigate to find the talisman you're looking for, and I'll put them all in alphabetical order through the video, so it's a little easier for you. And this video took me quite some time to put together, so if you could leave me a like and consider subscribing to the channel to follow more Elden Ring PvP content and guides. And without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started. If you'd like the Ancestral Spirit's Horn Talisman, you'll need to head to the Ancestral Woods here in the underground area after Nokron Eternal City. To get through to that city, you'll have to defeat Skarsdurg Radahn over here in Caelid. And then once you do that, you can head to the Mist Woods right here, and there will be a massive hole, and you'll travel down that hole and you'll end up over here. And then once you're at the Ancestral Woods, we need to light a few braziers, and we're going to go ahead and light them now. There's one right here. The next one is over there where those two guys are. The next one is due east. Right over here. And the next one is just over this way. There will be a small enemy encampment, and we're just going to run in and light the fire and run out. And then we're going to continue on up towards this way. You'll see a big pillar, and the big pillar will have one of those Red Wolf of Radagons nearby. So we're going to try to avoid him and light the fire back here. And then we're going to run away from him and head up north to the final pillar. And then once all the pillars are lit, we'll gain access to a new area in the middle of this place. Just right over here. And then once I get over here, I'll show you on the map where it is. But it's pretty hard to miss. It's the massive, large, empty building over here with a glowing deer corpse laying on the ground right here. And that is right here where you enter the boss arena. And you'll have to kill this Ancestral Regal Spirit boss, and he'll drop a remembrance, and you'll use that remembrance to purchase the talisman you're looking for in the Round Table Hold. So I'll go ahead and kill it and show you it dying, and then show you a clip of me buying it as well. And then once you finish him off, he'll drop his remembrance. And we will take this remembrance all the way back to to the Round Table Hold and speak to the Twin Handmaidens. And then we'll receive power from the Regal Ancestral Remembrance and purchase the talisman right here. If you want the other item as well, you can always duplicate the Remembrance at a mausoleum and come back and get the other item. If you'd like the Arrow's Reach talisman, you'll just head to the gate front and go up to the Stormhill Shack here where you first spawn in. And then you'll head down here along near this Evergoal. There will be an entrance right here to go over this like gate bridge thing. And then we're just going to go straight in and you'll find your talisman you're looking for right here in this chest. Right there. If you'd like the Arrow's Sting talisman, you'll head to Caelid near Redmane Castle, right here at the Impassable Great Bridge. And the tower right next to us is going to have the talisman at the top. There are some enemies on the way up, so be careful. I'm going to try to just run by them, but I might have to kill them if they don't kill me first. They're camping. Alright. Should be alright. Oh, you can Estus on the ladder? I didn't even know that. Alright, and then right over here in this chest, you'll find the talisman, Arrow's Sting, and that's how you get that. To get the Arsenal Charm, you'll have to go to the area right after you killed Margaret the Fell Omen, just right here at Stormveil Castle. And then you'll come to the left in here and talk to Gasstock, and you'll have him open the main gate. And then once you open the main gate, we're going to head up to the courtyard before the Godric boss fight, and we're going to find Nepheli there, and we got to speak to her. You cannot get this charm if you've already killed Godric the Grafted and haven't talked to Nepheli yet. Just be careful. Through here, those crossbows do a lot of damage. Do note that if they shoot 3 times, you're safe after that. Just keep running. Alright, and then up here is going to be 2 guys with crossbows. They're going to shoot at you. Just be careful. Start rolling about right here. Just try not to get hit. They do a lot of damage. Alright, now that we're through, we're going to head up through here. Jump over this. There is a Grace over here in this room I'm going to grab. And then head back out. Up here is going to be some dangerous birds. We gotta avoid these guys. They do a good bit of damage. They're very aggressive. And then over here in this room should be Nepheli. Alright, Nepheli will be right here. And you'll speak to her, exhaust her dialogue, and then you can use her as a summon in the Godric the Grafted boss fight. Alright, and now we're going to head up to the secluded cell, rest there, and then we'll do the Godric the Grafted boss fight with her, and then we'll talk to her at Round Table Hold. kill Godric. Hunter, if you'd like, I'm just gonna kill him. And now that he's dead, we are gonna return to the Round Table Hold. And then once you are at Round Table Hold, you'll need to speak to Gideon here. Exhaust his dialogue. Alright, and then rest at the table here. And that'll move Gideon into his office. And then come over this way and speak to Nefeli. She should be here. Exhaust her dialogue, and hopefully she'll give us the Arsenal Charm. And there it is. And that's how you get the Arsenal Charm. And this is just really a worse version of the Great Jar's Arsenal. And there's also a +1 version of this charm you can get later. So you don't actually have to get this one, and it's not that big of a deal if you don't, but I just wanted to include it for completion's sake. If you want the Arsenal Charm +1, you will head to Altus Plateau, here at the top of the map. And right here at the forest spanning Great Bridge, we will head over this way to the Altus Tunnel right there. And inside of that tunnel, we'll find the talisman that we're looking for. Be careful when doing this jump, because you can't fall to your death and die like I just did, but we're going to jump over here, and then we're just going to slowly walk down, like so, and then down into this tunnel. We're going to ride the lift, and then there's a grace at the bottom. Right here. And we're just going to make our way through. There'll be a room with some crystal guys up ahead. And we are going to take the tunnel that's to the right. Right here. And when you come out here, you'll see a tree branch of some, like sort of like a tree branch. And then we're going to jump over to it. And then run up here, and then jump like so, and then the Arsenal Charm will be right up here, and that is how you get that one. And next up we have Assassin's Crimson Dagger, and to get this you'll head to the Death-Touched Catacombs in Limgrave, right here. All you have to do basically is just walk up right here, and the entrance is just right there. And then we're going to go ahead and run through and pull a lever to open this door right here. Gonna drop down and immediately turn around and go through here. I'm gonna grab this flower. And then you head through here, and there's a Uchigatana right here if you want it. And then right over there you can see the lever we need to pull. And then we'll just head straight back to where that boss door we saw earlier is. And to our left here, you'll find the boss door. And then now we just kill the boss, and that's how you get the talisman. He's a slippery one. But once you kill him, that'll drop the talisman you're looking for. And also there's a bonus item back here of a death root that you can use on the Beast Clergyman quest line to get some incantations and stuff. If If you'd like the Assassin's Cerulean Dagger, you will head to the Black Knife Catacombs here on the northern side of Liurnia of the Lakes. To get here, you can just come from the Tableland or the Church of Owls and just go straight up through here, straight up to it, or you can drop down from the Frenzied Flame Village onto these like tombstone type of things on the sides of the cliff, and then make your way over to the dungeon. And here we are in the catacombs. I'm just going to run through straight to where the hidden boss is that we need to kill to get the talisman.
My bad, yo.
We're going to go left. And then in this room to our right will be some blades. We need to get up on top of one. This one in particular. I got hit, fell off. Alright, get up it now. And then we're going to jump over to here. Run past all this stuff. Guide our right, immediately dodge. FromSoft loves their ambushes. And then over here is going to be an illusionary wall. We're just going to roll it. And then inside of this room here is going to be a Black Knife Assassin. We're going to kill him, and he's going to drop us the talisman we're looking for. And then once he's dead, that will drop the talisman we're looking for along with a Black Knife print. If you'd like the Axe Talisman, all you have to do is head to the Mistwood Ruins here in the Mistwoods in Limgrave. You can come from either the outskirts or the Fort High. I'm going to come from the fort and make my way this way towards the ruins. And now that we're at the ruins, right here, there will be a sleeping rune bear right there. We're just going to run right past them like so. And then down here in the chest, you'll find the Axe Talisman. I've already picked it up, so I can't show you me picking it up, but this is where you'd find it. Next up, we have the Blessed Dew Talisman. And to get this talisman, all you have to do is go to the Tower of Return in the Weeping Peninsula. You can also just go to Leyndell and go to the area this tower takes you to, but the easiest and earliest way to get this talisman is just to go to the Tower of Return in Weeping Peninsula and then open this chest right here at the top, and it's going to ensnare you and take you to the capital of Leyndell.
Everybody says how good Elden Ring is, but I don't know.
Grandma? Up for a road trip? Yeah.
What do you say we pack our things and get out of here? I've been saving all my life just to disappear.
At it again, baby, and we got the brother Jordan Pete. Ethnicity when it comes to gender. Why do you think that's one of the primal sins in your view of quote, political correctness?
Well, I think it's one of the primal sins of identity politics players on the left and the right, just to be clear about that. Personally, since this has got personal at times, I'm no fan of the identitarian right. I think that anybody who plays a game, a conceptual game where group identity comes first and foremost, risks an exacerbation of tribalism. It doesn't matter whether it's on the left or the right. With regards to the idea of group rights, well, there's a fundamental, and this is something we've fallen into terribly in Canada, not least because we had to contend with the threat of Quebec separatism. But the idea of group rights is extraordinarily problematic because the obverse of the coin of individual rights is individual responsibilities. And you can hold an individual responsible, and an individual can be responsible. And so that's partly why individuals have rights. But groups, how do you hold a group responsible? I mean, the whole idea is it's not a good idea to hold a group responsible. First of all, it flies in the face of the idea of the sort of justice systems that we've laid out in the West that are essentially predicated first on the assumption of individual innocence, but also on the possibility of individual guilt, not group guilt. We saw what happened in the 20th century many, many times when the idea of group guilt was enabled to get a foothold, let's say, in the polity and in the justice system. It was absolutely catastrophic. And so, okay, fine, group rights. Well, how are you going to contend with the alternative to that, the opposite of that? Where's the group responsibility? And how are you going to hold your groups responsible? Well, we don't have to talk about that because we're too concerned with rectifying historical injustices, hypothetical and otherwise. And that's certainly not to say that there weren't any shortage of absolutely catastrophic historical injustices. That's not the point. The point is how you view the situation at the most fundamental level. And group rights are an absolute catastrophe, in my opinion.
Well, let's, Michelle, come in on that point.
Okay. The reason that Trump and Brexit in Britain and all kinds of nativists all over Europe are succeeding is not the triumph of the right, it's the catastrophic failure of the left. It's our fault. We absolutely... My point is not that I've turned to the right.
So is that what Brexit was all about? I remember like hearing stuff about Brexit. Let me know if Brexit was a political thing, like the left versus the right kind of situation. Let me know.
Or anything like that, or that I'm nice and fluffy and want everybody to be decent. I'm saying fuck political correctness. Resist. Fight. If you have a point of view, fight it in the proper manner, using democracy as it should be, not channels of education, not language. You know, it's so silly. There's a chess rule, you know. In chess, the best move to play in chess is not the best chess move, it's the move your opponent least wants you to play. At the moment, you're being recruiting sergeants for the right.
With a wedding on the horizon, there's always something to be done.
But by annoying and upsetting, and instead of fighting, either fighting or persuading, but political correctness is a middle course that simply doesn't work.
Well, first of all, you said be empirical. Now, empirical, as far as I know, the word means that which can be verified or falsified through the senses.
Exactly.
So if we look at it in an objective way, the reality is that people don't have equal access to the means to articulate the very moment you're talking about.
I'm talking about the empirical results of this political attitude.
I understand that, but my point is simply this. I'm suggesting to you that people use the weapons at hand. Now, it was Abraham Joshua Heschel, the rabbi, who said everybody's not guilty, but everybody's responsible. Right? That's a distinction there. Everybody clearly is not guilty, but what's interesting, look at the flip side. If you have benefited from 300 years of holding people in servitude, thinking that you did it all on your own, why can't these people work harder? Let me see, for 300 years, you ain't had no job. So the reality is, for 300 years, you hold people in the bands. You hold them in subordination. You refuse to give them rights. Then all of a sudden, you free them and say you're now individuals. Not having the skills, not having the skills. I'm talking about America, first of all. I'm talking about American society, first of all. I'm talking about the Northern Hemisphere. I'm talking about every society where enslavement has existed, but I'm speaking specifically of the repudiation of individual rights among people of color in America who were denied the opportunity to be individuals. So I obviously, and ideally, and I think Michelle Goldberg does too, agree with the emphasis on individuals. What we're saying to you is that we have not been permitted to be individuals. We have not been permitted to exercise our individual autonomy and authority, and the refusal to do so, to recognize me as an individual, means when you roll up on me and I'm a 12-year-old boy in a park and you shoot first, in ways you do to black kids that you don't do to white kids, you are not treating that person as an individual. If we're living in a society where women are subject to aberrant forms of horrid, patriarchal, sexist, and misogynist behavior, you are not acknowledging the centrality of the individuality of women. You are treating them according to a group dynamic. And if we get beyond the ability of people on the right to understand the degree to which they have operated from the basis of benefit from group identity, without having said, I end by saying this. The great American philosopher Beyonce Knowles said that it has been said that racism is so American that if you challenge racism, you look like you're challenging America.
We are challenging inequality. We are challenging the refusal to see me as an individual. When we overcome that, have at it, we're all on equal plane.
I think it's good. I think it's good.
A lot is getting stirred here.
So I've got a couple of questions.
Jordan Peterson's response, I got a feeling it's going to be fantastic. Let's find out.
Your side spoke, so I'm going to go to Jordan, then to you,
Let's
Michelle.
assume for a moment that I've benefited from my white privilege. Okay, so let's assume that. That's fine. That's what you would say. So, so let's say, here, let's get precise about this, okay?
Was that very individual of you?
Let's get precise about this, okay?
Let's get precise.
To what degree is my present level of attainment or achievement a consequence of my white privilege? And I don't mean sort of. I mean, do you mean 5%? Do you mean 15%? Do you mean 25%? Do you mean 75%? And what do you propose I do about it? How about a tax? How about a tax that's like specialized for me so that I can account for my damn privilege, so that I can stop hearing about it? Now, let's get precise about one other thing, okay? We'll get precise.
He was like, oh yeah, you talking some good shit. A little tax. What the hell? That would never work.
Precise about one other thing.
Precise.
Yeah, precise, yes. And so, if we can agree, and we haven't, that the left can go too far, which it clearly can, then how would my worthy opponents precisely define when the left that they stand for has gone too far? You didn't like equity, equality of outcome. I think that's a great marker. But if you have a better suggestion and won't sidestep the question, so let's figure out how I can dispense with my white privilege, and so that you can tell me when the left has gone too far, since they clearly can. And that's what this debate is about political correctness. It's about the left going too far. And I think it's gone too far in many ways. And I'd like to figure out exactly how and when, so the reasonable left could make its ascendance again, and we could quit all this nonsense.
Okay, Michelle? Mike, I want to come to you on Michelle, on Jordan's point about how does he, in a sense, get an equal voice in this debate back if it is implied that his participation brings with it this baggage of white privilege that doesn't allow him to see clearly the issues that are before us.
But that is to be complicit in the very problem itself, terminologically. You're beginning at a point that's already productive and controversial. You're saying, how can he get his equality back? Who are you talking about? Jordan Peterson? Trending #1 on Twitter? Jordan Peterson? With an international bestseller? I want him to tweet something out about me in my book. Jordan Peterson.
Little self-promo. But he's trending because I feel like a lot of people agree with him. I personally feel like Jordan Peterson is a very, very reasonable person. I don't think he's radical in any type of way, shape, or fashion. I feel like he speaks the mind of a lot of people. A lot of people are afraid to say what he's saying because of the PC culture that we live in. And if you say anything wrong, then they try to cancel you. And Jordan Peterson doesn't give a shit about getting canceled, so to speak. So he's saying what a lot of people want to say, but they're too afraid to. And I think that's part of the reason why he's become so popular. And also, I think he mirrors a lot of people's mindset in terms of,
I love her 1,000. She always gives me a hug at the right time. It just makes me so happy to know that she's my mom. So she has the best superpower. Making people smile. She reads my mind sometimes. Superpower of strongness. I feel like she always wants to do more even though she's already done enough. Thank you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
I didn't come here to be afraid.
That house was the one thing that you chose as a place to heal.
Okay.
Not being radical in any type of way, shape, or fashion. I don't think Jordan Peterson is radical at all. I think he's center. We're close to center. And I think that, like I said before in previous videos, I think that's where most people are. They sit somewhere near to the middle. That's the way I see it, but y'all let me know in the comment section.
Right? This is what I'm saying to you. Why the rage, bruh? You're doing well, but you're a mean, mad white man. And you're going to get us right. And I have never seen so much wine and snowflaking. There's enough wine in here to start a vineyard. And what I'm saying to you empirically and precisely, when you ask the question about white privilege, the fact that you ask it in the way you did, dismissive, pseudoscientific, non-empirical, and without justification, the truth is that white privilege doesn't act according to quantifiable segments. It's about the degree to which we are willing as a society to grapple with the ideals of freedom, justice, and equality upon which it's based. Number two, what's interesting to me, you're talking about not having a collective identity. What do you call a nation? Are you Canadian? Are you Canadian by yourself? Are you an individual, or are you part of a group? When America formed its union, it did so in opposition to another group. So the reality is that those who are part of group identities in politics deny the legitimacy and validity of those groups, and the fact that they have been created thusly, and then have resentment against others. All I'm asking for is the opportunity. The quotation you talk about, the difference between equality of outcome and equality of opportunity, that's a staid and retried argument, hackneyed phrase, derived from the halcyon days of the debate over affirmative action. Are you looking for outcomes that can be determined equally, or are you looking for opportunity? If you free a person after a whole long time of oppression and say now you are free to survive, if you have no skills, if you have no quantifiable means of existence, what you have done is liberated them into oppression. And all I'm suggesting to you, Lyndon Baines Johnson, one of our great presidents, said, if you start a man in a race 100 years behind, it is awfully difficult to catch up. So I don't think Jordan Peterson is suffering from anything except an exaggerated sense of entitlement and resentment, and his own privilege is invisible to him, and it's manifest with...
Life isn't completely fair. That's life. It's part of it. So what we didn't start at the same... Oh my God. Good one. So what we didn't start off in the same financial situation. A lot of people don't. Not every white person starts off rich. I'm sorry if y'all hear her pooping. We have been doing this for years, and it hasn't gotten us anywhere. And y'all know the old saying, to quote a white privileged man, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I wish I could talk to some people and drill it in their head. Nobody cares. Work harder. That should be a saying that's everywhere. So what if you started, if the other person got a head start in the race? So what? Figure it out. Suit up and lace your boots up. Let's get to work. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments.